These are just some of the stations on the Victoria and the Piccadilly line without disabled access. So what do you think of the access for the disabled users on London Transport?
And I think there's too much traffic. Like if you think about the number of people that walk on the train, they can't really get through. Yeah, so it's a struggle.
What do you think TfL could change about this?
They have to kind of be more accustomed to like the people that have disabilities.
Yeah.
Like stations that have like ramps and stuff just for different various disabilities in it.
Exactly.
And do you think you take your journey for granted on how easy it is for you both to get around London by tube or train?
Yeah, most definitely. Because it's like I don't really need to plan. I'll just like if I have a plan that I want to go out, I'll just go outside and then just board the train. But some people they ain't as lucky to do that.
Yeah. If anything, I'll just push past the next person that's trying to get on the bus.
And how many people would you say roughly have you seen in wheelchairs from the past 5 years of travelling on?
I don't recall seeing any, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't seen any.
I'm going to be interviewing a wheelchair user and their views on London Transport with disabled access. Thank you. So what do you think of the access for disabled users on London Transport, especially tubes and trains?
Well, I'm in a wheelchair and I think that it's got better on the trains, and particularly those that have been upgraded for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So you have a person who's there to help put the ramp out, and somebody at the other end to put the ramp out, so that you can get in and out.
What do you think TfL could change about this problem?
About that particular problem, I just think it's a question of upgrading and really working out a foolproof system so that they know that someone's coming onto the train who needs the ramps, and there's somebody at the other end to make sure that you can get there and back. So I think they need to review the whole thing about whether they have people on trains or not. And I think that it would be great if they could have one carriage which actually has an automatic ramp that comes out on its own, like the buses, rather than relying
on someone,
on a person.
Because then it's going to take longer as well.
It takes longer, but it's also it means that you are being made a special case of.
Yeah.
Rather than you can just come and go as you please like anybody else.
Yeah. And as someone who is in a wheelchair, how often do you use London Transport? And would you use London Transport more if it was better?
Not very often, but that's mainly because I'd be using buses, and the buses can be a real nightmare.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ramps don't work.
And there's a lot of buses what have wheelchair access, isn't there? Most of them.
Most buses do, but the space that you've got to get into is really restricted, and if there are lots of people on the bus, it's very difficult to move around in order to get into the space.
Yeah.
And also you're competing with people who've got children in buggies, who don't seem to understand that wheelchair users have preference.
Yeah.
And so it makes it very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I tend not to use it, because I just don't want to spend my day being fed up with other people.
Yeah, of course. Alright, thank you, that's perfect.